Good morning, everybody. I know y'all like, where you been? A lot, y'all. It's a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody in advance, but I'm back. Welcome to the Walter Hobson Show. I am obviously your host, Walter Hobson. If this is your first time over here at my channel, please, if you can be so gracious, to like this video and others, because I have others, and please, if you will be so gracious to subscribe to my channel. I'm still trying to grow my little old platform over here, so every like, every subscribe is appreciated. With that being said, everybody, yes, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. The last time I posted was when I did my videos on Ferndale Pride, which was June 3rd, and when I did a video on Detroit Motor City Pride, which was June 8th, the following Saturday. It was Saturday to Saturday. Ferndale Pride was the first Saturday in June, which was June 3rd, and Motor City Pride was the second Pride, which was the following Saturday, which was June 8th. And if you haven't seen those videos, it will be so great if y'all can go back and check out those videos. I didn't get the content that I wanted, but I got some content that I delivered. I told y'all that I was going to do some footage at both prides, and I did. Now, was it the content that I actually wanted? Not really, but I was able to get some content. I got more content when I did Motor City Pride. Motor City, they both were lit, but Motor City Pride was lit. So if you haven't seen those videos, please go back and check those out. To all my existing subscribers, I love y'all. I know y'all like, okay, Walter, what? Like you said, we're gonna get 2 videos a week. Like I said, work. I still have a full-time job. I'm not monetized yet, and I have other things going on financially as well, other work. So I'm kind of stretched, but I'm still trying to come here to y'all who basically been rocking with me since the beginning to like bring y'all some type of content, a video. So there's a lot that's been going on. Like, am I gonna probably touch on everything that has been like trending right now in this video? Probably not, but I know one thing that I really, really want to talk about is the situation with over there on Fox Soul. I know everybody's probably heard about it by now on Claudia Jordan's show, TGIF, with Al Reynolds and now content creator Armon Wiggins. Because Armon Wiggins replaced Funky Dineva. It used to be Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds, and Funky Dineva, but Funky left. And they got Armon Wiggins. So if you've never seen Armon Wiggins content, he does have a channel. He's a really big YouTuber. So go check out Armon's channel, Armon Wiggins, and Funky Dineva has a channel. Nice little platform over there. Please go check out Funky Dineva's channel. Also, Claudia has a channel, Claudia Jordan. Go check hers out. And Al Reynolds has a YouTube channel. So so go check out all their content. So I don't want y'all thinking that I'm over here just bashing folks. I'm just delivering information, okay? So if you are not aware, there has been a major breakdown over at Fox Soul in terms of the show TGIF. T like TEA-GIF. And yeah, it's looking like a shit show. Because from what we saw from our vantage, the viewers, we thought that they had a great dynamic going on over there at Fox Soul, talking about Claudia, Al, and now Armon. Hell, I thought the dynamic was great with Claudia, Al, and Funky, but Funky left. Funky explained in a video why he left. Part of it was because of money, but now we know there was another part about it. He left because of Claudia. Shit that allegedly Claudia was doing behind the scenes. This is mighty funny. Everybody's like, well, him and Al didn't get along. No, him and Al and Funky are cool. Let me say that again. Al and Funky Dineva are cool. So it ain't got nothing to do with Al. And when he finally addressed it, I remember months ago, Funky was like, let's be very clear. I do not have an issue with Fox Soul. I do not have an issue with Al Reynolds. He said, and I quote, my issue is with Claudia Jordan. So me, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, there's something personal behind the scenes that obviously people that's close knit to the situation, like maybe Al or production, are privy to. So Funky left. Fast forward to what's going on now. Okay, Al's a Gemini like myself. Oh, before we get back into this, I just celebrated my 42nd birthday. I'm a Juneteenth baby. So my birthday was June 19th. God be the glory. I just turned 42 years old. And yeah, just God be the glory. That'll probably be another video. Actually, today, which is June 22nd, my best friends are taking me out. So we're actually celebrating my birthday kind of this weekend. So I got this weekend off. So we're going to do something this afternoon or whatever. I'll give y'all details about that. I might even get some footage on where we're going. But it's supposed to be fun. There's going to be food, entertainment, and drinks. I don't really drink like that, but I'll probably have a drink today. And I ain't got to work tomorrow. And yeah. So my birthday was, like I said, Wednesday, June 19th. I'm 42 years old. God be the glory. So anyway, back to the story. So fast forward. Okay. Funky leaves. And I do believe when Funky say, okay, his contract was ending and it's now time for contract renegotiations. He wanted more bread. Because my thing is, people know, if you're smart, you know your viability and you know your contribution to a situation. And in my opinion, and a lot of people, believe it or not, in the comments, kind of they agree with me. Funky bought a lot of those ratings over to Fox Soul and TGIF. First of all, Funky was already a name out here in these streets. Not saying Claudia and Al were not, but in terms of like this kind of culture in this space, Funky was already in it. Like he had already had his channel, he was already monetized before he even linked up with them in the Fox Soul situation. So he leaves. He was very transparent. Like, look, when it was time for my contract ended and it was contract renegotiations, they were still trying to pay me the same pay that my last contract was set at. And he was like, no, I need y'all to put some more money on it. And I guess they didn't want to budge. As he said, you can go to his channel and look at it. And so he left, which he was free to do. So y'all know it left that spot open. I believe Claudia was salty about that shit because she knew what Funky, just like Fox Soul and the rest of the production, Al, they knew what Funky contribution was to this, not only the show, but the overall ratings of the show. So he leaves. I'm thinking, this is just my opinion, she's salty because the ratings, they can say whatever. Since he left, them ratings took a dip. Fox Soul's ratings, TGIF ratings have took a dip since Funky left. And they can say whatever the fuck they want. That's called being in denial. If you don't see the writing on that wall, the ratings dipped. So they like, okay, we need to get somebody obviously gay. And Al is not, I wouldn't constitute Al as gay. I would constitute Al as bisexual. My opinion. That's just my opinion. But so now we need somebody that's pretty much got a personality like Funky Dineva or bigger. And then they what they did was they were doing like when they were before they ultimately made the decision to cancel Sherry Shepherd, they were for like a couple of weeks they were doing like guest or maybe a month. Claudia and Al were doing like guest hosts to fill in the spot that Dineva left until they got a permanent. And They finally got one because I think it was between two people. I want to say, don't quote me, Flame Monroe. Shout out to Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe got a channel as well. Go check out Flame Monroe's channel. And Armon. And I think Armon ultimately got it. Then I saw a video about a month or so ago where there's another big YouTube content creator. Shout out to Conscience TV. I like his content as well. So go over there and check out Conscience TV's channel. Apparently, I believe out of his own mouth, he said, I was watching one of his lives, and apparently he was in the running for the position over there at TGIF. So, but ultimately they gave it and decided to give it to Armon Wiggins. So Armon's over there. So let's fast forward to Al's birthday. Like I said, Al's a Gemini. So Al had a birthday the beginning of the month. Or like second week of the month-ish. I'm trying to remember when I saw that video. And they usually TGIF goes, they're now 4 days a week. They started off with 2 days a week, now they're like 4. And usually they live stream in the morning. And so if you miss the live stream, you can catch it later on that day. Because if you know anything about live stream, ladies and gentlemen, especially in this YouTube space, if I'm live right now, once the live ends, it automatically uploads to your channel. So for those who missed the live stream at any time at their leisure, they can go back and look at the live. So apparently it was his birthday, and they went live that morning, and apparently there was a roast, like a comedy roast set up to roast Al. So I don't know if Claudia went first and I just missed it. Then it was Armon's turn, and Armon went the fuck in for blood. And a lot of people were like, okay, a lot of the stuff he was saying in the roast to me was personal. To me, it was rehearsed. Meaning, how do you know all this information about this man, a man you ain't never crossed paths with in terms of in this space? Like, Armon, you know some celebrities, you do, and you are a big creator in this space. But Al is on a whole nother level. Like, Al is on television. And I'm not saying that this space doesn't matter because, look, I'm in this space. But when you compare mainstream television to this space, it's like apples and fucking oranges. It is. And Al's been in this space. Claudia's been in this space, that space of mainstream television. So the roast goes down. I saw bits and pieces because you know how the internet works. Somebody snatched it quick. But they never, what happened was, after the live of the roast, Al was pissed the fuck off. He was pissed. And so what happened was, he called Funky Dineva. Dineva was live over there on his channel. Literally, he was live. Al FaceTimed him. And he was going the fuck off. He was mad. But he still, you could tell he still kept it professional, but he was mad. And Dineva trying to calm him down, like, hey, what's going on? He says, if you don't believe me, go to Dineva's channel and check out that video. He says, I'm going to tell you this, watch TGIF tonight. Watch that shit tonight. He said, I'm so damn mad. He said, Al, I'm live. This is Dineva. He said, oh, you live? He said, hey, friend. And then he said, all right, call you back. So he hung up on the FaceTime. Dineva's like shocked. You could physically see it in his face. He was shocked, like, what the fuck is going on? I ain't even over there no more. But Al is his friend. And again, I don't think Claudia likes that. Claudia, I rock with you, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because what I'm about to tell y'all is starting, you know how something, say for example, I'm going to use like a little weird analogy. Say like a vase or something fall off a shelf and it's ceramic and it break. And you trying to pick it up and you looking at the pieces of this broken whatever. And you like, oh, you know what? It ain't broke too bad. Maybe I can try to put the pieces back together, glue it back together, put the pieces back together. So what it was is they were already struggling, in my opinion, when Funky left. So now y'all got Armon. So now Armon on there about a few months. Al birthday come up. He go to roast. Al pissed. So what does Al do? Al go to HR. Al is a professional. Like, I'm thinking when I saw it, I'm thinking in my mind that Claudia and Armon were waiting on a response from Al. They was waiting, in my mind, they were looking for the turn up moment from Al Reynolds, Mr. Professional. Stay, keep it above board. That's how I look at Al. Professional, he stay above board. Ain't no guessing with Al. Al didn't get him shit. Even when the roast and Armand was saying his shit, he was just like, oh, wow, like, oh, interesting. Like, he ain't get them shit. Now, he didn't give them what the fuck Claudia and Armand wanted. They wanted Al to have a meltdown on live. This is my opinion, which would have put his job at risk because he would have had a fucking meltdown. Al is this is what we saw. If you were able to catch that live, what you saw, ladies and gentlemen, was a true fucking professional on the workplace, and that was Al Reynolds. Al didn't really bat an eyelash at that shit. That's a real professional. And when that live ended, before he probably FaceTime Funky, he probably emailed or called production and said, I don't know what the fuck that was, but this is some bullshit, and y'all know it. I didn't sign up for this shit. Y'all need to rectify this. So now it appears Claudia and Armand is like team Claudia and Armand, and Al is on this side. So in the midst of all this shit going on that I just said, who slides the fuck in with some very hot tea and exposure? The one and only Tasha K. Now I knew Tasha K and Claudia were familiar, not beefing, but familiar. But so now let's talk about this little situation with now TGIF is on a break hiatus because they trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. Al is like, But what happened next then made this shit even more complicated and way more messier. So all this shit is going on with the behind the scenes, the roast. They trying to like bring the temperature down with this roast. And here come who slides the fuck in with some other shit that just kind of just not, in my opinion, and fucked it all up. Tasha K. Apparently, I don't know how long ago, don't quote me, but you can go to Tasha K's page, Unwind with Tasha K. And apparently, this was when Funky Dineva was still on the show. So apparently, when they go live and after the lives end, it's like a television production. Usually, after shows end, they usually bring the staff together and have like a production meeting after the shows just to get feedback, usually from the producers and maybe some of the whatever. And they do that over there. So apparently, they did an episode and the live ended and they had a little production meeting after the live ended and it was a shit show from what Claudia says, allegedly. It was a shit show. Because what happened was she contacted Tasha K to vent. Allegedly. And this was all through via text message. Tasha K goes live, I think, last Sunday evening with this tea. And she pulled receipts. Now, I know y'all know, okay, Tasha K is like 50-50 with me. Tasha K does break stories and tells the truth a lot of times. But on the other side of the 50%, we know Tasha K can lie and fabricate and make shit up. And she could say, well, no, honey, you know you can lie and make shit up because it was proven in court from a jury of your peers that you could lie and make shit up. And you got found liable for that. But that ain't got nothing to do. We ain't talking about that. She came with receipts, text message receipts. What it was is she had a meltdown. She was basically saying Al in these text messages was difficult. Basically, she really didn't like him like that. Funky was really giving her the business behind the scenes. And in this rant, Tasha K showed like this to everybody. She put the phone to the what's name and showed the thread in the rant. Allegedly, allegedly, um, Claudia says, I'm sick of working with these agates. Y'all can fill in the blanks. Y'all know what the fuck I meant when I said that. I didn't want to put the F in front of it, but that's what was in there allegedly. That what's the name showed. Yeah. Now I know y'all know we're talking about Tasha K. And we all know in this era that text messages and emails and photos can be manipulated, can be cropped, photoshopped, all types of shit. And we are talking about Tasha K. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching this live, and she started talking, going into the details, then she pulled out her phone, and I'm like, text messages. I'm thinking she's gonna play an audio, but it was text messages. And I gave her a side eye because it's Tasha K. It's like 50-50 with her. One day she'll break a story that's 100% true. Next day you never know. She may break a story that's 100% lies. Who knows? But she dropped them receipts. So I'm still like side eye because it's Tasha K. But Tasha K do tell some truths. She do, and y'all gotta admit that. There's been stories she broke that were 100% true with receipts. So Armon has responded to the TGIF roast a couple times on his platform, the Armon Wiggins Show. Claudia has actually responded to that shit as well. She actually went on someone's platform. I forgot who it was. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. It's 8 o'clock over here in Detroit, and she responded to what was going on at TGIF. This was all before. As a matter of fact, Claudia went on the woman's podcast like on a Saturday, and on Sunday last week, Tasha K exposed her ass allegedly, and the same woman podcast she went on, she went back and did a video mad because she was like, "Hold on, I just had this bitch over here at my show," and she was saying that she's for the community and all this type of shit. And then Tasha K dropped that damn she exposed her allegedly and dropped them motherfucking receipts. Yeah. So now, I'm just saying, it's how I feel. You responded about this controversy surrounding your show, but you ain't said shit about Tasha K's accusations and them receipts. Claudia ain't said shit. So I'm thinking in my mind, we just said what I believe, my opinion. I think those text messages that Tasha K showed on her live, I believe those were true. And we'll know why I believe they were true. Because right after Tasha K dropped that bomb, guess who corroborated basically that Tasha K was telling the truth? Funky Dineva. He made a post where it said, and that was one of the reasons why I left TGI Friday. It wasn't just money. And I remember after weeks that he had been gone like a couple of weeks, and people had been badgering him about what happened, why you leave, blah 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 blah. And finally, he had did a video and he said, "I have no issues with Fox Soul or any of the staff at Fox Soul. I appreciated my time over there, etc. I don't have an issue with Al Reynolds." He said, "My issue is with Claudia Jordan." That was way before the roast and all this shit. Armand, you were used. And I know a lot of motherfuckers been probably telling you personally and like inboxing you, commenting on your content about the situation when you speak on it, but you were used. You were used. Because I refuse to believe that you had all this personal information about Al. Mind you, y'all had a few little flare-ups like in other shows where us the viewers can obviously see like y'all got a little tension, but it wasn't nothing that everybody was gonna panic over. That happens. No job is perfect. Everybody at jobs do not get along, ladies and gentlemen. But it felt like, because I saw it when it was your turn to start roasting, I feel like in my mind you was sitting on ready, sitting on go, like salivating at the mouth, ready to say what you had to say, which I believe was rehearsed. because you had to look it down. You had notes. It was rehearsed. So I feel like somebody put a battery in your motherfucking back. And I'm gonna be honest, this probably gonna cost you your job, brother. Because let me tell you, Al Reynolds don't play. Y'all was looking for the hood reaction. Y'all thought Al, after y'all roasted him, was gonna act a natural ass on that platform. And he showed y'all, nah. When that live ended, Al, 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, contacted human resources. Yep. Foxhole. Like, I don't know what the fuck this was, but I ain't the fuck here for it. And apparently, nobody's supposed to mention Star Jones' name allegedly on that show at all. Because out of Al's mouth, Star sent Fox Soul allegedly a cease and desist way before. This was when Funky was still on the show. And they never spoke of her. So I felt like somebody created a clever way for what, they thought was a clever way to ask Al about questions about his past marriage, which in my opinion, it ain't your motherfucking business. Like what we found out then when they were married and what we don't know now is whatever the fuck we don't know now. Star Jones is married to a new man. She's a stepmother. Apparently her Al and her new husband have a great relationship. So what I don't like is when people try to rock the boat for no motherfucking reason. And Al Reynolds wasn't here for that shit. He wasn't here for it. And apparently it's in his contract, allegedly, that do not bring up anything regarding my ex-wife or any of that shit. So I felt like somebody was behind the scenes propping up Armon to go in on him. Like I said, that shit was rehearsed. Because there's no way you only been at a job less than 6 months. You don't know this man, but you got all this tea on him. Like I said, as they say, something in that milk ain't motherfucking clean. So, as of now, if the things about Tasha K, where she's exposed Claudia saying, Al ain't going the fuck back. If that shit is true that she said what she said, and that, yeah, that's a whole nother issue. I don't want to work with nobody that feels that way about me. And I'm pretty sure Al feels the exact same motherfucking way. But Al is still he's still an affiliate of Fox Soul. Because apparently on June 27th, Al will be on Fox 5 in Washington, D.C. on June 27th. And that's an affiliate through Fox. Fox Soul is an affiliate through Fox. So apparently he's still good with the network. I knew when he went to HR, like they gotta handle it. And now that allegedly that shit dropped, Tasha K dropped, done came out and shit, they got to handle that shit. Because if not, Al fuck around have a lawsuit and sue their ass. And they ain't trying to get that shit. On that note, y'all, I gotta get up and I'm ready. I gotta finish getting ready because I gotta go run some errands before I start my birthday situation. Tell me what y'all think about what I just said about the Fox Soul and Claudia and Al Reynolds and Armon Wiggins over in Funky Dineva, TGIF. What do y'all think? What are y'all comments? Do y'all think y'all think that what Tasha K exposed is true? What are y'all thoughts? On that note, I will be, like I said, my friends are taking me out today to go. I'm going to a arcade bar. It's really nice downtown Detroit, just to have some fun. My birthday was on the 19th, like I said, Juneteenth, but we're actually celebrating my birthday. I'm so grateful to my friends and my family, but my friends, they're really dope. And they're gonna take me out today. And I got tomorrow off as well. So whatever I do today, if I turn up, I doubt it. I can recuperate tomorrow and be ready for work Monday morning. So on that note, thank you to all my old subscribers. I love y'all. I really do. Because y'all been rocking with me, even though y'all like, okay, I know y'all. I know y'all ain't got to tell me. I knew. And so anybody that's new over here, thank you so much. Like I said, if you are new over here and it's your first time over here, it's an easy breezy over here. It's good energy over here. We ain't about all that bullshit. Please like my video, this one. Please go back to my other videos and watch them, like them. And please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. On that note, y'all, our brother got to go. Y'all have a great Saturday. Peace out.